From the Newstalk ZB newsroom, this is Newsfix.
In this update, after years of rebuilding, Notre Dame in France is set to officially reopen with a ceremony getting underway around now. 600 firefighters battled the blaze that severely damaged the cathedral in 2019. Penn State University architectural historian Lindsay Cook told the BBC they've done an incredible job restoring the building.
3D laser survey that made it possible to recreate certain elements really just as they were. And then there was also this incredible hand-drawn survey that had also been produced before the fire.
And it marks US President-elect Donald Trump's return to the world stage as he joins leaders in Paris this morning. It's Trump's first trip overseas since he won the presidential election and could offer French President Emmanuel Macron an opportunity to play the role of mediator between Europe and the unpredictable US politician. The two have already met on the sidelines of the ceremony, along with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Back here, warnings of slips, dangerous driving conditions and damaging wind, with wild weather expected across the South Island today. Heavy rain is forecast for the west coast and strong wind on the east. The Met Service's Alec Holden says the rain warnings will be familiar to locals.
It's definitely more intense than your usual westerly system that does pass through, but it's definitely not the most damaging that the west coast will have seen.
Firefighters are urging the public to stay away as they try to bring the massive wildfire in Canterbury under control. The 980-hectare blaze has been burning since Thursday. Lachlan Rennie with more.
Incident Commander Colin Russell says they're continuing to remove fuel and refresh retardant lines to protect structures. Russell says they had to remove members of the public yesterday after reports of people near the exclusion zone by Cave Stream.
And State Highway 73 remains open but under traffic restrictions. And that's news. To sport, Auckland FC coach Steve Corica is fired up after their 2-1 derby win over the Phoenix in football's A-League. Corica was disappointed by remarks made by counterpart Giancarlo Italiano's comments in the lead-up to the match. Manchester City have been held to a 2-2 Premier League draw by lowly Crystal Palace. Brentford beat Newcastle 4-2 and Aston Villa pipped Southampton 1-0. Gus Atkinson has reflected on taking the 15th Test hat-trick by an English bowler on day 2 of the second cricket test with New Zealand in Wellington. The visitors dismissed the Black Caps for 125, then moved through to 378 for 5 in their second innings, a lead of 533. Liam Lawson has qualified 12th for Formula One's Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Lando Norris bagged pole position. And the Breakers have slumped to a 4th straight defeat in NBL basketball, beaten 98-83 by the Sydney Kings in Wellington. And that's sport. I'm Donna Marie Lever.
For more news, listen to Newstalk ZB live on iHeartRadio.